Hey guys, it's Haley and welcome to another bookish video. Today we are starting off day 6 or the 6th Vlogmas vlog. I believe I'm getting that right. And we're picking up with me reading Where the Truth Lies by Anna Bailey. This is a mystery thriller we have going on here. It takes place in a small town in Colorado, so it's giving very winter vibes. Like, just look at that cover. The atmosphere is right. It's going to be small town, bougie, rich people drama, family drama, as we are trying to solve the disappearance of a 17-year-old girl. A lot of people in the town have secrets they know that could lead to finding her, figuring out what happened to her, but some of the deep, dark secrets of the town are holding us back. Some people don't want the consequences, so they're not giving us the tea, and I am enjoying it. But before I can read it all today, I gotta edit the video that I am posting for Vlogmas. So I'm gonna do that, and I will get back to you if I read at any point. Yo, what the actual motherfuck did we just watch? That was horrible.
So bad.
I don't
even know what to say.
I know all you Timothy Chalamet girls.
Chalamet?
Chalamet girls are gonna say that this movie is art and it's beauty. That's so embarrassing for you because it's bad.
That's embarrassing.
That's our review.
Yeah.
Everyone, this is the Bailey. The Bailey that you've heard about, that you've been asking if she has a channel. So everyone tell her down below to make a channel.
I don't believe that. There you go.
But she's giving me Christmas gifts. I'm gonna open them. Bailey is the best gift giver. Gay horror. That's me. Thank you, bestie. Hello vlog, it is much later. I had such a jam-packed day between seeing clients, going to brunch, going to the movie. We went to dinner, and then my other friend came over to give me my Christmas presents, which was so fun. And then we just like hung out, did a puzzle, caught up, the works. But finally I had some alone time and some reading time at the end of the night. I got 20% into Where the Truth Lies. Love that title, by the way. And this is definitely not giving rich people drama. It's giving small town secrets where everyone's a suspect, okay? Every single person feels like they have a sketchy connection to the missing girl. Like, there are 2 guys in the town that she was kind of like talking to. Her and her brother got in an altercation. Her parents were abusive. Somebody saw her doing something at a party. Her best friend knew about things and like abandoned her the night she got disappeared. So there's a lot going on. People know things, and I'm definitely intrigued. This doesn't feel like just your basic run-of-the-mill thriller. Like, I am intrigued. So I'm gonna keep reading this tonight. I also need to edit my Vlogmas video for tomorrow. That's how the rest of my night's gonna look, and I will let you know the tea in the morning. Hello vlog. I got up super early to go to my doctor's appointment that I had, and my car would not start. So that was a fun start to my morning. I've literally been waiting out here in my car for AAA for like 30 minutes because they're trying to bring me a new battery. So this was a fun start to my morning. I had to reschedule my doctor's appointment, and now I'm just sitting wasting away. The good thing is I did have my book in the car and I found the audio, so I was able to just sit here and read and follow along. So I made it to the 50% mark, and like this book is just kind of like average to me. It's not really giving drama, it's not really giving tea. It's kind of just like saying these things that feel like they should be profound and impactful, but for some reason they're not. Like, I have read so many queer stories at this point, and I think this thriller is trying to have commentary about like small religious towns and how you have to stay in the closet, and if you don't, you could literally get murdered, like all of this shit, because there's all of these people that we're finding out were like gay and doing gay shit, which is like slay, okay, period. But to me, it's like, okay, yeah, like this isn't earth shattering. Like, I don't know, maybe it's because I am a queer person and I live in Texas. It's like, yeah, that's how it be. Like, it's not really unconceivable. And they're talking about it in this book as if like radical evangelicalism is something like crazy and new and like so dangerous for queer people, and I'm just kind of like, yeah, duh. So yeah, it's not having as big as an impact on me as I would want. Also, there's a character in here who's like Romanian, and I don't know, he's just a weirdo. I'm like, where did you come from? Like, why are you Romanian in this small little town in Texas? Like, it's just simply not making sense. So that's where I'm at. Oh my god, AAA is pulling up right now. Hopefully I'm gonna get my car fixed. All right, well, AAA did not have the battery that would fit my car, so I didn't get the AAA price. That was like half the price of what I just paid at AutoZone. But the man at AutoZone was literally so nice. He explained everything to me, showed me how to change the battery if I want to change it myself, and got me a little weather protector thing for free. So slay. I don't even know if that's a deal. Maybe it just comes with the battery and he was just trying to make me feel like he was doing something for me. But he was really nice. So we got a car battery, but I don't have a doctor's appointment anymore. So I'm gonna go home. Probably, I'm so fucking tired and I feel like I'm gonna throw up. This is PCOS life. I'm gonna probably go home and try to make some food and just listen to some more of the book and wait for my new rescheduled doctor's appointment. Hey vlog, it is such a rainy, dreary day. Honestly, I feel like it was meant to be that my car battery died and I couldn't go do any of the things that I had to do today because I got to give myself some self-care, stay home. I finished my puzzle, and while I was doing my puzzle, I finished this book, and it was honestly so nice. The rest of my week's gonna be crazy trying to fit in those appointments, but at least I got some good time for myself. I'm trying to look at the bright side. This book I'm gonna be rating 3 stars. It was above average, okay? I wouldn't give it a 2.5, but it definitely wasn't the most earth-shaking, most wonderful, perfect thriller I've ever read in my life. It wasn't like shocking twists, but it also wasn't about that. I think the thriller that I'm in the mood for has like shocking twists, rich people drama, secrets, and this book was just not that. Maybe if I read it during a time when I was in the mood for something like commentary heavy, slow, meandering, small town vibes, I would have enjoyed this more, but I don't think that was the moment for right now, and that's fine. Maybe I would have rated it higher at a time when I was in the mood for that, but I'm just not. So I'm gonna give it 3 stars. It was very commentary heavy. It wasn't something that's never been said before, but you know what? I'm all for continually talking about evangelicalism and how it's horrible and hateful for the LGBTQIA community. I have felt the effects of that, and it's something that's personal to me, so I did appreciate that. Sometimes because I've just like taken in so much content about that, it just feels like it's like the same thing over and over, like preaching to the choir kind of thing. I did enjoy the mystery plot. It was crafted well. I did not feel as connected to the characters, which I'm a little surprised about considering just like the type of characters in the book and myself, like queer people in small town Texas, but I don't know. I just didn't feel connected to them. And it was just like something that I've heard before. I think if you are looking for a thriller with commentary about that subject, like the intersection of sexuality and religion in the South, this would be a great book for you. But for me, even though it sounds like something that would be my thing, I don't know, just something about it. It wasn't the moment for me. It's fine. 3 stars isn't bad at all. I definitely don't think it's a bad book, but now I get to pick another book. I'm definitely in the mood for a twisty thriller, and I want to do audio because I'm enjoying my puzzle beat. So I think I'm going to pick up The Plot by Jean-Humph Corlitz, and this book was a 5-star prediction for 2022. So we'll see if it ends up working out. I kind of stopped reading the books for that video like halfway through the year. I guess I'll have to do a checkup on that. Okay, Vlogmas content, let me write that down. But I think I'm gonna start The Plot and we'll see what happens. If we have another thriller flop in a row, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just have to go back to romance.
Good writers borrow, great writers steal. T.S. Eliot, but possibly stolen from Oscar Wilde.
Hello vlog. I'm about to make dinner. I've just been puzzling away all day and I'm a third of the way into The Plot. I don't know what happened. I don't know if I was like in a bad state of mind the first time I tried to read this. I read the first chapter probably 6-ish months ago and I didn't connect with it. Tried the audio this time around. I'm obsessed. I am literally obsessed. I am so gripped by the story. If you don't know what this is about, it is following a man who was a writer. He still kind of is a writer, but he's mostly a professor teaching other people how to write. And one day he has this asshole of a student in his writing workshop who just absolutely shits on him and is like, bro, you can't teach anyone how to write. It's all about the plot. You could be the worst writer ever, and if you have a good plot, who cares? And he tells the professor the plot that he has, and the professor's like, low-key, he kind of right. So years later, he finds out that that student has died and he never published the book with the crazy plot. So he ends up publishing The Plot and it like gets him back into the literary world. It is so interesting. And while we're reading this story, we're also simultaneously reading this like famous crazy plot that's allegedly like nothing anyone has ever read before. And I'm just so entertained by it. I'm into the tea. Our main character's voice, this professor, I usually don't like reading from a man's perspective, but there's something really just like viscerally unlikable about him. He's so like sniveling and pretentious, but yet he's written with an awareness because the author is so aware of the type of character that he is. It's so great. It's so great. Oh my gosh. I love the plot. I love the characters. I love the atmosphere. It is great. I am having a wonderful time. Now I'm gonna make some spaghetti and drink some wine and continue reading this book and doing my puzzle, and oh my gosh, it's just a good day. And to think I was so upset this morning when my car battery died and I had to pay $300 and all my appointments got canceled, but look, it turned into a good day. So have an open mind, don't get yourself down. Bro, okay, so I just got done with my Patreon watch along movie night. We watched The Night House and it was so freaky. It was so freaky. We all rated it a 3 out of 5. So like, watch at your own risk. Don't get mad if you don't like it, but like, it was freaky as freaky as fuck. It was so scary. The ending was really confusing, but if you like something like The Invisible Man, I would liken that to that movie. I would say if you like The Invisible Man, watch The Night House on Hulu or HBO Max. It was so freaky, so weird, but it was a good time. So now I'm gonna go back to my puzzle and my book, and that's gonna be the rest of my night until I have to edit this vlog. Hello vlog, I am about to go to bed because it is so late, but I had to stay up and at least make some progress in the plot because it is just absolutely sucking me in. Like, I cannot put this book down. It is so good. I am, I think 70% through, and I'm just loving it. There's like all this different pieces of tension where we think that our main character is gonna get caught, and he's like kind of a shitty person, so we kind of want him to get caught, but at the same time the guy that he stole from was a shitty person, so it's like, do we really care? I kind of flip back and forth every other chapter if I want him to get caught or if I want him to get away with it. And I think that like constant tension is what's keeping me completely engrossed in the story. I am enjoying it so much. I think a lot of people said in their reviews that this dragged or that it was slow or something like that. And for me, that is just not happening. I don't know if it's because I do have the audio to kind of switch back and forth with or what, but I think the audio is really well done. But even when I've been reading physically, I don't think it's slow. The chapters are longer than your average thriller, but I would not call them long. So I'm just really enjoying the book. I am super interested in where this is going to go. And also following the actual book in the book. Following the actual book within a book, I want to know what this crazy twist is that this man wanted to steal so bad. That's apparently earth-shattering. So we'll see. I honestly don't have any predictions at this point. I'm just enjoying the ride. And is one of my 5-star predictions going to be correct? I don't know, maybe, we'll see. But for now, I gotta go to bed. Hello vlog, it's the next morning and I finished the plot. So before we close out this vlog, I do want to give you my final thoughts. I give it 5 stars. It's so good. I absolutely loved it, and I'm kind of shook that one of my 5-star predictions was actually correct and ended up being 5 stars. I just loved the ending. It had one of my favorite kind of tropes in a thriller in this book. Actually, 2 of my favorite kind of tropes, but they're both light spoilers. So I'm going to say them now. I'm just going to mention the nature of the things that are happening in this book. But if you don't want those light spoilers, just go ahead and skip maybe 15 seconds. This book is strong good for her vibes, even though we're following a main character who is male identifying, and it also has a word in it that has a double meaning. And that's not something that I even realized that I was obsessed with until I read Gone to See the Riverman. And ever since then, I've been obsessed with words that have double meanings and like using that as kind of a twist or a plot point. So I loved those elements. Honestly, the twist in the story, like the book within a book, wasn't too crazy to me. Like, I definitely saw that coming, but the twist at the end had me shook. It was a very twisty thriller. I think it was really well written. I love that the characters were unlikable and morally gray. They kind of kept me guessing the whole time. It was just a really fun, exciting, fast-paced read. I can see how a lot of people wouldn't enjoy this, but I think if you like books about books, you will enjoy this if you're a thriller reader. I definitely did, which, I mean, I would say that it's not a surprise because it was a 5-star prediction, but I had previously DNF'd it, so it kind of is a surprise. Either way, absolutely loved it, and that is going to be the end of this Vlogmas vlog. Go ahead and tune in tomorrow for the next episode of Vlogmas, but for now, like this video if you liked it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to read a book and go to therapy this week. See you tomorrow. Bye!